Clash at Magyar concludes. The morning of the 28th brought news of the Gallian forces' victory at Magyar. Though the exact figures are still unclear, it is safe to say that this win came at significant cost in Gallian lives, which had at least as many imperial casualties to match. The cost might have been far greater had a second Valkyria not emerged among the Gallian force. In a duel fought with the lances and shields of legend, it was a Gallian woman who claimed victory, and the remaining imperial forces' defenses fell soon after. Though army officials have issued no comment on the Gallian Valkyria, survivors of the Magyar operation likely to have her to thank for their lives. Refugee issue crosses borders. The EHRI, Europa Human Rights Initiative, has asked the continent's leaders to address the mounting refugee problem amid conflict and displaced people have long gone hand in hand. But the current condition of Europa has refugee numbers higher than ever recorded, and the question of how to help them is fast becoming a paramount issue. The Europa Human Rights Initiative volunteers are slated to be sent to camps all over the continent to offer much needed food and medicine treatment to their inhabitants. Ben Talma, human rights spokesman, who has worked on the behalf of the refugees for 2 decades, stated, "Man's hope for peace are hollow without the will to cast aside superficial differences in race, nation, religion in order to win it." Welcome back, everybody.
Da, 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 da.
Last time. Oh, we have a lot. Let's do Signs of Awakening first. Then we'll do What Lies Behind Hate next chapter, and Flower on the Battlefield after that one. Because they're relatively important to us. So last time we found out Thaldia was the one that shot Alicia, forcing her to awaken from her slumber as a Valkyria. It was needed, but not exactly needed. It's more... I'm thankful, but it shouldn't have come to that cost, but without Alicia there, we would have lost that battle. We would have been all tombstones at this point in time. Good. Now everybody's up to level 19. One more level, and everybody will be maxed out, essentially.
Okay.
And more orders. Concentrated fire and resupply. Both very, very good orders. It's a very complicated thing to think of what exactly happened and how we can come to terms with it. Now, let's develop our weapons a little further and see what we can get. Good. Let's just go down the usual path. Accuracy and firepower. Essentially, I'm on the fence about what happened last time. But Alicia being a Valkyrie was relatively nicely hinted when we were at when we were in the desert. Like, it's a nice hint. If you're paying attention, you notice it immediately. But still, it shows that Alicia's very unique in her circumstances, and this shows it full on. But with her being a Valkyria has actually affected her in gameplay. Surprise, surprise. Let's just upgrade everything here first. And we'll get onto that. But these next few episodes are going to be relatively big. I do not want to get to a point where I had to make part C, but we might get to that point in time. If we don't, that means I'm getting better at editing. And I know how long a chapter could last and all that. Almost done there. Almost done there. Oh, expand capacity 3. Nice. Our turret magazine is now maxed out. And, well, let's check out in the Shamrock. Nothing for body. Upgrade the cannon. And nothing else. Oh, expand capacity. That's really nice. And extra magazine. There we go.
Come back.
Now then, what do I mean by it affected Alicia? Alicia now has her 4th potential awakened, Valkyria. The awesome power of the Valkyria awakens within her when her HP drops below half, meaning that her defenses skyrocket during that time. But you might be wondering, where's the 3rd potential? That's where the first of our 3 hidden missions come into play. So let's go off to Audience Hall, then to War Cemetery.
Lieutenant.
From that whole battle in Magyar, we gained a Magyar medal. Proof of our victory and survival of that mission. And as per usual, new weaponry. Of course, these are all level 3. I think it's chapter 16 or 17 is when we start getting the rank 5s. But I could be absolutely wrong. So let's save and then go to War Cemetery.
I'll teach you.
Alright, we get artillery support this time around. Saving one of the scariest potentials we can get in the game for last. But now we are essentially one potential away from finishing off everything with the old man. Let's check out our orders one last time. That page is full, and we're just missing 2. That means once we get up to level 20, there's no more potentials for us to get. Looking good. So before we go on to do Hidden Potential, however, the new story mission, side quest, we actually have a new skirmish, which is Windmill Plaza. Let's play on normal and show you guys how to get A rank.
You will now be briefed on the operation.
It's essentially Brawl Part 2. So, you know the rules. We put up Alicia over here, Rosie over here, and Largo right over here. Simple as.
All right, we're set to begin. Good luck.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia. Squad 7, move out!
Alright. So, you know the rules by now. Go straight into orders, and stack on the defensive order, as much defensive boost as you can.
Brace up and get ready to
Remember,
defend yourself.
Valkyria only procs when she's at half HP, which in a mission like this, it will not proc. Well, it might if I mess up, but I doubt that's going to happen.
This is an order. Advance with caution.
You can
Stay
also go
sharp.
with Awakened Potential at this point in time, but getting double movement is rather unreliable, and you need to have 2 turns to defeat the two enemies at base camp.
This is an order.
It's high risk, high reward. Do you want to reset your game because you messed up, or well, reset the mission because you messed up, or do you want to do this as efficiently as possible? Your choices. I do like to play risky, but I do have a deadline here, and I do not want to have an episode C.
Enemy unit spotted.
So let's just trail through here. Alicia is extremely bulky, so thankfully these bullets aren't hitting her too hard. Especially with resist crossfire not procking.
Okay.
So we switch over to hand grenade. You'll understand why in a second.
Enemy sighted.
So we have
Enemy
a
sighted.
sniper and a cannon here. Well, I land this right over here.
Now.
Make sure the sniper is in full range. You take out the sniper immediately with that grenade. Then with demo boost, aim behind this guy and fire. There we go. Easy A rank.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
And with those easy steps down, you get a relatively good amount of EXP from that. Even when I am maxed out on EXP, I will still do these. Alright, let's head off to the next chapter. Whatever, next submission. Nope, I do not want to head. I'm so used to going there. Prying Ways, Kashinagiar, or without weapons. 8.
Report. Signs of awakening.
Okay, and this tells you exactly where it takes place. Between chapter 7 and chapter 8. So, let's begin.
Hey, Welkin. They called you in too, Faldio?
Yeah, looks like they've got all the squad leaders assembled. Must be something big.
It looks like all of you made it. You've probably already guessed why you're here now. The militia will be staging a suppression op, using all of its forces.
A suppression op, Captain?
As you know, the Empire has a series of camps spread throughout the Barious Badlands. Each of your squads will work separately to strike them simultaneously.
I see. If we attack them at the same time, we won't have to worry about reinforcements.
Correct. Welkin, your squad will take the camp located atop the northern Barious Mesa.
Yes, Captain.
The operation begins tomorrow morning. Be sure you're fully rested. Dismissed.
Alright, let's begin. Taking the Barian Highlands. Boreas Highlands.
Let me catch you up on the current situation.
Remnants of the Empire's forces were spotted setting up camp in the Highlands region of the Boreas Badlands. Your squad will split up between north and south to cut off their escape route. Then you'll have to weather their counteroffensive as you make your way to the summit. Your objective here is to occupy their base camp. Simple as that. So we are going to have Rosie up here with Largo in the back. And up here is Alicia and Welkin. So that should be good. Let's deploy.
You'll commence combat now. Stay sharp out there.
This one's gonna be big! Be careful out there, Sevens! Squad 7, move out!
What kind of weirdos would set up camp at the top of a rocky hill like this?
Well, gravity makes attacks from high places more dangerous.
Maybe that's it. Either way, we should watch out for fire from above.
Pretty much. For stars, we should save. So, for stars, we'll have Rosie run up here. This is not to complete the mission, but this is just to get a little more points, so it makes grinding later on, well, last bit of grinding a lot easier for me. Come on, grenade. You want to lob a grenade right over here? Oh, great. Okay. You do want to get at least decently close to a barricade. Yeah, and our grenades make big booms now. Climb on up.
New target sighted.
And take aim.
Let's do this then.
Okay.
Go down.
Okay, perfect. Made that very easy. Now we get some extra points for completing this mission.
Good.
And we can stop here. Next up, what we want to do is go to Alicia and stack on both defense. There we go.
This is an order. Brace up and get ready to
Then
defend
stack on
yourself.
caution as per usual. Yeah, I know it gets old, but when something ain't broke, it's best not to fix it.
This is an
Oh,
order.
right. Resupply.
Advance with caution.
Resupply is
Stay
a
sharp.
very, very, very nice order that we're not going to use right now. Resupply refills all units of their depleted equipment. Like your grenades for both shock troopers and scouts, as well as engineers. Sniper rounds, and land car rockets and Molotars,
Enemy unit spotted.
giving you full-on access to refill all of those pieces of equipment that you might have, well, for lack of a better word, wasted, if you need to use it. So take down the shock trooper over here.
Think you can stop me?
Okay, that's good.
Target silent.
And run to
And the
here.
next one.
Go again.
Moving out.
Spam this. Spam the target button to lessen the damage. And there we go. The mission is now cleared on A rank. Relatively easy. Yeah, especially when there's no aces to capture. So that's even better. Decent amount of EXP.
Good to see you. Looks like you made it through.
You too. And the other squads are back. Seems the barrier suppression was successful.
Lieutenant Gunther, we've made camp for the night, sir.
Okay, great. Let's finish setting the... Alicia, your arm's bleeding. Are you alright?
Huh? Oh. Something this small should heal up in no time.
Here, let me take a look. You've been shot. Lucky thing it only hit your arm.
Does it hurt bad?
A little.
It doesn't look too deep, but it still needs to be properly dressed. Sit tight. I'll get you patched up. You still need to finish getting Squad 7 settled.
Thanks, Valdio. I know she'll be in good hands.
Please. Leaving a lady to bleed would go against my gentleman's morals.
Well, thank you, Faldio.
say Welkin. Already asleep, huh? No worries. I guess I'll just come back tomorrow. Huh? Alicia. What's going on?
It's another big day for Squad 7. Oh, morning, Isara. Here, let me help you with that.
Thank you kindly, Alicia. Are you certain your arm is all right?
Fine. Ugh, see? No problem, even with the heavy stuff.
Well, I'm glad. Just be sure you take it slow.
I will. Thanks.
Alicia.
Oh, Faldio. Thanks again for yesterday.
Sure. Tell me, how is your arm doing now?
I woke up this morning and it was all better. It isn't even sore anymore.
Not at all. I've had bruises last a week, and yours was a gunshot.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been quick to recover. Bet you're jealous, huh?
Well, just as long as you're all right. Still, be sure to take it slow.
Isara just said the same thing.
Moink.
Oh, hi, Hans. What, is it time for breakfast?
Moink, moink.
I'd better get cooking then. Well, I've got to head off.
Sure. Don't want people going hungry. Alicia.
It's good to see Isara again. Now then, what did that unlock for us specifically? By heading back to headquarters, we can go back to Alicia, and now see the potential mysterious body. Always a fast healer for some reason. She occasionally notices that she has completely recovered from an injury. A very good point about this is how far this was discovered. If they were to give us this potential during that time specifically, yeah, Alicia would be more broken than she already is. Let's put this down to brass tacks. Country bred increases accuracy. Maternal increases all of her abilities. Mysterious body makes sure she's constantly healing. Valkyria, if she gets down to half HP, is a defensive buff. Undodgeable shot makes sure it's impossible for enemies to block her shots. First aid boost increases her healing potential even more. Resist crossfire is a defense buff, like I've said before, and double movement. If she's able to do this twice, it's a godsend. This is why I refer to Alicia as a goddess, because what she does on the battlefield is a bloody miracle. And what she's able to do because of all this makes her absolutely beyond busted, and this is why she is your main scout. Now then, let's go back to the story, for as long as I can.
Thanks to the victory at Nagyar, our forces have pushed the enemy back to the border. The Imperials are currently holed up in the citadel at Girlendio.
Girlendio.
A crucial checkpoint along the commerce routes tying Gallia to the east since medieval times, the pass at Girlendio had been fortified for ages. The existing structure was rebuilt as a modern fortress during the First European War, and its grounds were littered with the casualties of war. In the current war, it housed the Empire's command center, and now it stood as their final stronghold.
What's our strategy for attacking the Citadel, Captain?
I still haven't received any details on our orders from above yet.
Oh, stop your worrying, Virat! I came here myself to give you your orders!
General Damon, I'm honored, but why not just send a messenger?
Your regiment really showed him up out there at Nagyar. In return, I'm granting you the honor of assaulting the Citadel at the van of the army.
Sir?
Here are your orders. There's a supply line running into the Citadel. We're sending a train car loaded down with explosives along it to blow us an entrance. The militia will run along the track ahead of it, flipping the right rail switches.
Flipping rail switches, sir? This while dodging a hailstorm of bullets? That sounds like a suicide mission, sir.
What are you talking about? It's the perfect challenge for your fearless crew. If we succeed here, the Empire will finally be forced out of Gallia for good. You'll pave the way for the real army. You got that, Virat?
Damn it! Another mission they don't have the guts to do themselves.
Maybe. But it's a mission that somebody still needs to do.
Precisely. As the General said, if we win, the Empire will be driven out of Gallia. Let this be our final battle. I'll await good news from the field. Dismissed.
It hurts. Mother, where are you?
Hey! There's a survivor here! It's too late for the mother. Come on, we've got to get the child out. Now!
Mother, where are you? Mother! Mother!
Sire, Your Grace.
That incident grows old and stale. Selvaria, what news have you from the front?
Sire, they seek to push our soldiers past the border, and the total of their forces approach those of our own.
I see. The advantage now begins to sway towards the other side. It seems the loss at Nagyar has ended our hopes of strolling through the gates of Rondgries.
The fault lies with me. This would be over had I but won at Nagyar. Your Grace, grant me another chance, I beg you. Please allow me to fight for your glory, sire.
Dear Selvaria, do you truly wish to be of help?
Yes, more than anything. From the time you saved me, Your Grace, I've known that I love you more than I do my own life. Sire, I want to work in the service of your dreams.
Very well. So, Selvaria, you report that the strength of our opponent now matches our own. In that case, let the fire of destruction rain down upon them. Use the final flame of the Valkyria.
But... Your Grace!
The hour of your death shall mark the inauguration of our rule. Farewell, Selvaria.
Can't say I'm impressed, Your Grace. Making a lady cry?
This is simply one of a number of scenarios we'd planned for since before Nagyar. If her prowess as a Valkyria is insufficient, Selvaria's uses quickly narrow to one alone.
Anyway, there's a messenger here for you straight from Castle Randgries.
So there is. Let him wait. I have no time for simple messengers now. We are set to commence Operation Steel Scythe. Jaeger, prepare to return back east.
What? Then it's... the Marmota's finished?
It is. Word has come that it has completed its trial run. The Galleons are hasty to assume victory. We shall see them gutted yet.
I'm sorry.
So next time we begin the rest of the chapter. we start the 2 missions in Citadel Grotto and find out what he means by the final flame of Valkyria. I hope to see you all then.